Hey guys, so today we're checking out the Addictive Desert Design Sway Bar Skid Plate fitting all 2018 and newer JL Wranglers. Now the skid plate will be great for any JL owner who has an upgraded aftermarket front bumper that wants a more finished look when it comes to the front end, as well as some extra protection. Now a lot of aftermarket front bumpers will sit high up on the frame rails, and the lower frame rails are usually exposed, as well as the sway bar and other important components. Now what this skid plate will do is bolt to each of those lower frame rails to cover that open area and give the sway bar some extra protection from any rocks or obstacles while you're crawling, or any kick up on the trail or street, creating a very finished look in the meantime. Now this is also going to be very simple in design, however it is going to be incredibly durable, made of a 0.1875-inch heavy-duty aluminum. And I do like the fact that it is aluminum because this is lightweight and won't add as much weight to the front end like some other steel options. However, it is going to still be incredibly strong, which will be great if you're worried about the loaded weight of your Wrangler, but also worried about protection at the same time. This will also come with a hammer black powder coat finish on top to prevent any corrosion on the metal underneath, but will also match with any other texture black accessories or heavy duty accessories that you have on the front end or really at all on your Wrangler. Now, this will come with the provided hardware to bolt to each of the lower frame rails and work with mostly all aftermarket front bumpers and even the factory front bumper, so this will be great if you have taken off that lower splash guard for your factory front bumper and just want some of the benefits when it comes to additional protection and a clean look. Not to mention, this is also made in the good old US of A if that is something that you look for while shopping around for parts. Now when it comes to pricing, this is going to be a more premium skid plate for this particular area of the Jeep, coming in at roughly $465. Now there are other options available on the page that are a little bit less expensive, however they may be made of different materials like a steel material, which is still durable, however it is a little bit heavier when it comes to the weight. There are also some other options that provide a little bit more coverage, extending a little bit farther back towards the axle. However, they will hang a little bit lower than this high clearance choice. Also, if you're a fan of ADD and are looking to match the front bumper or any other components with the skid plate, this does come with the large ADD cutout right on the front that will offer some additional branding and styling. Overall, if you are looking for a clean look and a high clearance sway bar skid plate that's going to provide you some protection to the front end, then this is going to be a great choice to take a look into. As far as install is concerned, this is going to be fairly easy and straightforward, so I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to get the job done in your driveway, with some very basic hand tools like a basic socket set, and on some models you will have to do a little bit of drilling, so I would just make sure that you have a drill and some sharp drill bits on hand. Now if you do have to do drilling, it is very simple. All you have to do is widen the holes that are already existing on the factory frame rail right out of the factory, so you don't have to do any additional drilling. You're just using the factory holes that are already there, and you'll be installing a riv nut there, which is also provided in the kit. Now speaking of this install, one of our customers here at Extreme Terrain has installed this on his JL, and we'll walk you through it step by step. So enough from me, let's hop into the install.
All right, this was a pretty simple install. I used a 16 millimeter and a 17 millimeter socket. In the video I say 18, but it's actually a 17. And then just an impact tool.
Hi guys, Shane here. I will be installing the Addictive Desert Designs front skid plate for the sway bar for the Addictive Desert Designs front bumper as well. Got off Extreme Terrain. Just a couple bolts and 2 more pieces down here. This guy and this one. So should be a quick install. This is gonna go right in front right here.
So the Addictive Desert Designs front bumper, we're gonna put this piece, we're gonna back out that first bolt and then stick this guy right here, and then it lines up perfectly down there, and then we go ahead and put on the front sway bar skid plate. All right, we're gonna go ahead and back this one out. We have a 16 millimeter. There we go, back that out. Throw the piece right back on there. Go ahead, tighten that back on.
Make sure it's lined up right here and in front. And then go ahead and tighten her back up. And we're good. Let's do the other side. All right. Now we're on the other side. We're gonna go ahead, once again, with our 16mm, back out the top bolt here off your Addictive Desert Designs front bumper. Got that out. Go ahead and install that bracket. Line it up. Hand tighten it. And then go ahead, make sure it's all lined up down below and up top. Make sure that's nice and tight. And then we put on the front sway bar. All right, now that we have those side brackets on here and over on that side, we're gonna go ahead and put the Addictive Desert Designs front skid plate for the sway bar on. Go ahead, line it up there. Grab your bolt with your washer. Go ahead, screw that in, hand tight. Go ahead on that side. Line it up on this side as well. And then you'll take a 18mm socket right here. We'll go ahead and tighten it up. There we go. Do it on this side as well. And there you have it.
So that is going to wrap it up for my review and install of the Addictive Desert Design sway bar skid plate fitting all 2018 and newer JL Wranglers, and you can find that right here at extremeterrain.com.